Welcome to Central High East and to the East Campus Library. I am Mrs. Flores, your teacher librarian. Our library is a special place. It is the hub of literacy on our campus. Our library is a place to come and research, read, reconnect, study, socialize, create, complete, access technology, to dream and discover. The library is staffed with friendly, helpful people. Come join us. Greetings, Grizzlies, and welcome to the Central High School East Campus Library Media Center. We are located building number 2 between the 1100 building and the administration building. We are entering the library through the main entrance, Central High School East Campus Library. As we enter the library, you'll see our spacious facility. Computers line the outside walls of the main library. Students are working. We have our collections over here. We'll take a look at that later. Reference, nonfiction, biography, and fiction. And at our circulation desk, we have some very helpful people.
Hi, welcome. Welcome to Central East Library. My name is Shelley McDowell. I'm the library media technician here, and we are open Monday through Friday, 7:15 to 3:30.
My name is Edward Kazarian, and I am part of the library staff. Welcome. And I'm here on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Great, and they're there to help you with all your circulation and library needs. And over here we have 2 more members of our staff.
Hi, I'm Hillary Ellis. I'm one of the tech aides.
Hi, I'm Matthew Vanderplatz. I'm one of the other tech aides.
And Matthew and Hillary are here to help you with all of your tablet and computer needs. And here we are again at the circulation desk with more staff that needs to be introduced.
Hi, I'm Jim Sherman. I'm a library volunteer here on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm a retired librarian. I retired after well over 40 years as a librarian. I have a master's degree in library science, and I thoroughly love working here.
Let's take a look inside the library and see what there is to see, including our reference section. Generally, reference materials are used only in the library. Greetings, Grizzlies, and welcome back to the Central East Library. As you can see, our library selection here, we're set up for AP testing, so don't mind the tables. You can see that we have fiction to the far right as you enter the library, and you're facing south. Then our biography section, they're noted both at the ends of the rows and in the rows. Then we have our nonfiction section by Dewey Decimal, noted at the end of each row. And our reference selection basically spans the outside of the library all the way around. This here is the entrance to the computer lab, where classes are scheduled. And then our reference section begins at the edge of the computer lab and runs basically in a C shape down the outside of the library. Again, we're set up for AP testing, that's why the cards are right here. So the perimeter, we've got reference, again, by Dewey Decimal Number, general reference and encyclopedia as you round the corners, and all the way to the end. The library also contains nonfiction, biographies, and fiction, as well as a Spanish selection. They are easy to locate. right where the nonfiction ends, you will see noted by the tabs and the rows, biography begins. So there's the end of nonfiction. Biography begins here. Biography starts here. Right, in our biography section, alphabetically, by last name, spans the next, so basically almost 2 rows of biography. And then our fiction section begins. So you can see where biography ends. And if you note the pink sign, biography is noted in green, and fiction begins in pink. Fiction starts here. All right, and then fiction spans all the rest of the rows in the library. It's all noted fiction by author's last name, and it's all noted fiction. Fiction and by author's last name. You can see for our more popular titles, we have several copies, including Fault in Our Stars. Okay, and fiction will take you all the way to the end, and again, remember reference wraps around. If you have any questions, you can always stop by the circulation desk to get some help. So how do we search and find? Now that you know where all the information, where all the sections are located, what if you're looking for a specific book or a specific topic? This would require you to use the card catalog. Our card catalog is called Destiny. Greetings, Grizzlies, and welcome to Accessing Vital Library Information with Mrs. Flores. Today I'm going to talk about how to access the Destiny card catalog. Basically, accessing the card catalog, or Destiny, is the easiest way for you to locate all the resources that we have housed in the library. Once you access the school webpage, the site, the district site, you will be able to locate the card catalog with one of these 2 icons, either the little tree where it will say Destiny Card Catalog, or from the library webpage with a symbol like this that says Follett Destiny. In either case, it will take you to the same place. So step 1 would be to access the Central Unified School District webpage. You would go to www.centralunified.org, and this is the home page. From here, you have some tabs just to the left here. We want to search by department, so we're going to click Departments. Now, Library, in my opinion, is the best department, so we're going to scroll on down to Library Services and click there. Now, here's the tree icon that I was referring to, and it's listed as Destiny Library Catalog. So we're going to click that tab. This will give you access to all the libraries within the entire district, all the elementary schools, the middle schools, and the high school. So since we're at Central East, we're going to click Central East Library High School. All right, and here you have on the home page, you have 2 tabs, Home and Catalog. On the home page is where you can access all sorts of resources, including book blogs by Miss Cheek and myself, the awesome Central High School Library webpage. But today we're going to click over to the catalog. And you can go back and forth between these 2 tabs. So now this is the screen you will see on one computer in the library when you come in, just to the left of the circulation desk. The screen is up almost all the time, and you can search everything that we have in the library. You can search by keyword, title, author, subject, or books in a series, like the Lunar Chronicles. So let's say I want to search for the novel, The Fault in Our Stars. Much better book than a movie. So I'm going to type in The Fault in Our Stars, and I'm going to click title. Now you can see The Fault in Our Stars was written by John Green. It will be found in the fiction section by author's last name, so fiction, G-R-E. Can also note on the right-hand side that of the 10 copies we have in the library, 5 of them are currently available. So if you need help locating this book, you can simply ask. All right, I'm going to go back to catalog. Now, let's say your visit to the library brings you in there because you're doing a research report. Maybe you're doing it on the dangers of smoking. So this time I'm going to search for under smoking. And I'm going to click subject. I want everything under the subject of smoking. Issues of smoking, knowing about smoking, a right to smoke, straight talk about smoking. So, and on the right-hand side, it gives you how many copies we have and how many are available. So I'm going to click straight talk about smoking. All right, it's going to give me some information on that. And this time it's by Dewey Decimal Number because it's nonfiction. So that can be found under the 362.29 KRA. Above the library computers where you'll be searching, there's plenty of scratch paper. Just write down the call number located in the nonfiction. If you need help, you can ask. All right, so that's how you would search the Destiny card catalog. All right, and if we click back to the Home tab, and you access directly from the library web page, this is the Central High School Library web page, you can do the same thing from the Follett Destiny tab here. Okay, takes you right into that card catalog. So just to briefly recap, once you're in, you would choose which high school from the Destiny homepage that you want. All right, East or West Library. You can alternate back and forth between the catalog and home tabs. You can access directly from the library webpage. And you can search either library, East or West. Never underestimate what your library collection has. We have biographies, fiction, nonfiction, reference materials, and a Spanish collection. We add new titles each month. And we have a friendly staff to help you find what you need. We offer computer access and printing, and our library hours are from 7:15 in the morning until 3:30 each afternoon, Monday through Friday. See you in the library. You can also find in our library e-books and other digital resources that are housed in the cloud, actually outside of the library walls. They can be accessed beyond the library walls with an internet connection. If you note the arrows here, once we're on the school web page, you can access the online databases and e-novels. That's where you'll find the learner e-novels. These are classics. Like if you're reading a Shakespeare play in one of your classes and you forget your book, you can access from the library webpage one of those Shakespeare titles and read it on your phone or your tablet or a laptop. We also have access to ebooks, novels, and books through Overdrive. That would be this icon here. And again, it can be found on the school webpage, the library webpage, under the little icon here for Overdrive. And I'm going to demonstrate that for you now. If we go to access the Central High School webpage, the e-novels and databases are on the tabs on the left. That's how you would access. Learner is the name of the e-novel classics. There's a list of classics that we offer, and we're currently adding new titles there. Since it is web-based and it is subscription-based, you'll need to note the username and password. For both high schools, it is Central HS for username, CHS Novels for the password. Just note before you click on the link. Go ahead and click on the link, and you type in the Central HS username and CHS Novels for the login, for the password. Once you are logged in, you will see the titles that we have on the bookshelf. All right, and they're listed in alphabetical order. They do have the starting with the T, unlike most books. But you can see that we've added some new titles. All right, but let's say you are reading Hamlet in your class. You can open up the book. The book will open up again wherever you left off when you go back to read it. All right, so these are some classics that you can access through the Learner Bookshelf. And again, that access needs to come through the school webpage. And it's under online databases and e-novels. Now, the other place to access cloud information and ebooks would be through our app called Overdrive. Overdrive is an app on your tablets if you haven't used it there. It can also be used on a Kindle or a laptop or your phone. Once you click into Overdrive, in order to access the libraries that are already preloaded for the school, you would need to sign in. There's a sign in tab. Then you're going to get an option to either sign in using your library card, using Facebook, or an email. If you want to access the Central High School East Campus or Central Unified School District Library, you would need to log in with your school email. So that's the one that ends in the centralusd.k12.ca.us. So the one you use for Google Classroom, etc. It's your school issued one. And then you just type in the password that you always use, and it will take you in. Maybe you didn't know you had an Overdrive account, but you do. You can access all sorts of novels here and, again, read them on a phone or a tablet or a computer. So, for example, if I want to search the book Cinder from the Lunar Chronicles, I can search that. I can click on the title, and it'll tell you if it's available or unavailable in the Central Unified School District titles. All right. You can also, I know some of you have done this already, you can also link your account. If you have a public library account, you can link it to add it as a library through Overdrive, and you can access titles that you would normally be able to access through the public library system. Okay, so that's how you would use Overdrive. Again, here this one is available. This particular version of Cinder, you can view at Central Unified School District. If someone else isn't currently checking it out, you can check it out and read it as an ebook. We are also uploading audio ebooks through the school site, so we're adding new titles there so you could actually listen to it audio. Okay. So that is, again, is Overdrive, and that's how you would access it. So you do have resources beyond what you can hold in your hand. Another resource that you can access for research are the databases that we have. The databases are subscription-based, and they are very specific to a topic that you're researching, and much better than doing just a Google type search. Databases can help you research effectively and efficiently. Thanks, Grizzlies. Today we're going to talk about accessing vital library information, specifically how to access databases. I'm Mrs. Flores. Accessing school databases, you should understand that your first go-to for all your research needs and class projects should be the school databases first. Why? Because databases are paid subscriptions. They are sorted by subject. They're very easy to use. They're easy to cite, so you can avoid plagiarism, and they're already sorted by subject, easily searchable, and they contain links, images, maps, audio, etc. And they're non-commercial. unlike Google or other search engines that are trying to sell you things, and you would have to search through thousands of results. Now, to access the school's databases, you would need to access the district webpage. You'll need to go to centralunified.org. Once you're on centralunified.org, you will click on departments. And the department that we want is the library. So we're going to scroll down on the left-hand side to library services. And then we're going to click the Destiny card catalog. Now the card catalog is where you would search for library materials as well. But in this case, we are going to actually access the databases. So we're going to click on Central East High School Library. And this will take us to the library homepage. There's a homepage and a catalog page. This is where you would search the library holdings, all the books in the library. Let's go back to the home screen, and this is how we're going to access our databases. You've got all sorts of things you can access on the home page, but today we're going to access the library web page. So if you look under Central Unified School District, I titled it well for you. Awesome CHS Library web page. You're going to click on that. Now this is a joint project between Ms. Cheek, the teacher librarian at West Campus, and myself. Again, you want to stay on the left-hand side, and we're going to look for online databases and e-novels. Click that link. Once you have clicked there, you have a variety of categories that you can search. The databases themselves are listed in red with a direct link, and because they're subscription-based, you will have a username and a password. So make sure you note that before you click the link, because you'll have to type in a username and password or just a password. You have access to East and West databases. Okay, and again, you also have some e-novels. So let's say you're reading Hamlet in class for Ms. Cook's class, and you want to look at Hamlet on the screen and read it there because you forgot your book at home. You could do that as well, or Macbeth or Romeo and Juliet, etc. But again, you need to look at the username and the password before you click the link. So let's say I'm doing a research paper on genocide of the Cambodian people. And I note here under Gale eBooks, there's actually an encyclopedia of genocide and crimes against humanity. I'm going to note that the password is remote, and I'm going to click the link. So then I get to the Gale databases, and I'm going to type in the password remote. Remote because you can remotely access these from off campus, from Starbucks, anywhere you have an internet connection. And then I'm going to click proceed. I'm going to scroll down to that encyclopedia of genocide. And I can search by category. I've got everything alphabetically, or I can do a search in the search box. And let's say I'm going to put in Pol Pot. Pol Pot was one of the leader, Pol Pot's regime. He was the leader against the Cambodian people during that genocide. So I'm going to click Pol Pot regime and search. And you can see that I've got all sorts of access to that information. Okay, or I could search Khmer Rouge, the military. All right, you've got all sorts of choices here. You can see victim numbers, prisons and mass graves. And once you click on one of these, it will take you to an article with even more information on whatever topic it is that you're researching. You have an option to listen to the article being read to you, so you can plug your earbuds in and listen and follow along on the screen. You can download it, print it, highlight and take notes, save it, even download the MP3 and listen to it on the bus on the way home. And like I said, easy citation information in both MLA and APA format. You can cut and paste this citation into your works cited, and that will help you to cite your sources. Next, we're going to take a look at what you will do with that information and how to do more specific searches in our research, retrieval, and responsibility section.